Does this not give you all of the OG Karissa throwback vibes being in front of a wall of shoes? I was setting up and I was just having a little tear up moment. Hello, what's up friends? I hope you're having a lovely day so far. Thank you for clicking on today's video. A lot of things to show you today and I'm very excited because I feel as though my favorites videos are always very spaced out, but when I do show you shit to buy, it's the real shit. So I have a collection of awesome stuff. I've actually written down a full list because I do not want to miss anything. The categories are roughly food, fitness, self-care, fashion, beauty, skincare, hair, and home. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this gives you some great ideas for yourself or maybe for upcoming Christmas presents. Who knows? Let's get started. I got a lot of stuff to go through. Friends, I am now a Costco shopper. Didn't think I would ever live to see the day, but here I am with a membership in hand, enjoying my bulk deals. And I wanted to share 2 items from Costco that I have been gravitating towards because they're just such a good deal and they are awesome. The first being the Suzies Oat Milk. We will beeline to this section because this is such a great non-dairy milk. We've been steering away from almond just due to environmental impact and also because it comes in a plastic container. And when you have the option to get something in a cardboard container, I try to opt for that. It's really nice, it's creamy, we have it in our tea every morning. I don't really drink much milk other than kind of like a little splash here and there these days, but if I did, it would be this. Go check this out. I think it comes in a pack of 6. The other thing you have to absolutely keep your eye out on at Costco is these. I shared them on Instagram. I really hope that they will hire me to do a sponsor because this soup is the shit. It's just a great soup. It's definitely something that is a treat, but it is not nearly as bad for you as some type of like cream of whatever type of soup. So I would say check out the Sprague Soups. I would love to try other soups from their brand, but this is such a keeper. Okay, these last 2 things I believe are from Canadian brands and they are found in your freezer section in your local grocery store. Hopefully, if not, you should ask about them. The first is Holy Veggie. I'm pretty sure I've talked about these on my channel at some point, maybe not this specific product, but Holy Veggie in general. They make an amazing cauliflower crust pizza. I really love Holy Veggie because they are, at their core, they're like a whole food, plant-based idea, but for the frozen aisle. And I think that's so awesome because for the longest time, the frozen food was just like Hungry Man and like stuff like that. There wasn't actually like decent for you whole food meals available. There is now. So this one is a Southwest broccoli. I also have like a cauliflower curry or something like that. The ingredients are super basic, like broccoli, green lentils, black beans, water, chickpea balls, pumpkin seed, potato starch, corn, onion, tomato puree. Like they're ingredients you actually can read and you actually know what they are. They're not just like straight up preservatives. So I've been really enjoying those just to have on hand just in case, especially with COVID. It's nice to just have your freezer full just in case you got some food. And then the second brand to look for in your freezer aisle is called Boosh. Again, a Canadian company. They are the same kind of deal where it's like a plant-based whole food style frozen meal. But yeah, these are great and just like family run, smaller companies. I think the ingredients are really good for it being a frozen meal and it's just a good thing to have in your freezer. Check these out. Last food item, you guys know I am obsessed with tea. Glenn and I drink so much tea, like it's absurd. We love tea. I have a tea suggestion for you. I have 2 technically. It is the Stash Organics Lavender Tulsi. I really love Tulsi teas. So Tulsi is holy basil. It is a really great adaptogenic herb and it's just great for you, tastes great. So this one is a blend with lavender and then the same kind of idea, an organic Tulsi but with ginger. And this one's from Traditional Medicinals. Okay, what's next on my list? Fitness. I am very excited to share with you my Peloton hack for my fitness favorite. Let's back up. I was really looking for a way to include some more cardio in my exercise routine. Of course, like, yeah, I walk and stretch and this and that, but like I've been really lazy, let's be completely honest. I needed something that felt like it was like I was actually breaking a sweat. And so I decided to find a spin bike. I really didn't want to pay for a Peloton because I notoriously hate spinning. Like it's been a thing for years. My mom was a spin instructor. I feel like there's some past trauma there, I don't know, but I hate spin. So coming to this conclusion of like, I'm gonna spend money on a spin bike, not something that I wanted to do, though it felt like the best way forward for what I wanted to achieve. So I kept an eye out on the buy and sell groups for a cheap spin bike, and I came across a YouTube video, which I'll link down below, but the premise of it was that they were basically building a Peloton but not. And so the way that they did this was they got a cheap spin bike, added a cadence monitor, added their heart rate monitor, and a little iPad grip, and then they had their whole little setup. And so I thought that was absolutely great. I did not want to put more than about 500 bucks into the whole setup, and that's what I did. The Peloton app, I want to say it's like less than 15 bucks a month. So I basically get pretty much the same experience, but just on my own spin bike. So I was very happy with that. I feel as though it's been a really good experience so far, and it turns out that I actually like spinning so much more when it's alone and nobody's around me. Like so much more, I can't even explain it. I notoriously have hated spin for years. Being in a sweaty little dark room with lots of people and being expected to like keep up has always been such like an anxiety inducing thing for me. I hated it. And so I never really expected to enjoy spinning at home. I've loved it. Man, I'm like topless in the garage, just like singing along. It's really great. Okay, self-care is my next topic, and I have two vibrating things to show you. One of them is probably what you're thinking it is, and the other one isn't. But let's start off with the one that you probably already can guess, my favorite vibrator. This is the Lilo Soraya Wave, and this has been my favorite vibrator since 2013. I'm not gonna make a joke about turning it on because that's what got me kicked off of a Durex commercial a few years ago. Here we are today with a sponsorship from Lilo. So thank you very much to Lilo for believing in me and my channel, because I love your products. Oh my gosh. I had previously purchased vibrators. I've been buying vibrators since I was about 18 years old, but they were bad quality. Like a very cheap Bunny Rabbit Sex and the City style vibrator. Broke a few of them, and I just felt like I wasn't gonna just buy the same crappy one over and over and over. I wanted to actually level up, go to like a proper brand, pay a little bit more money, but get like the Cadillac of vibrators. And this is what I found. So this is the Soraya Wave. It has dual action massage, and my favorite bit is this bit right here. It's kind of nice because it's curved, and when it goes up and in you, it feels really nice. You also don't need to put it up and in you. I like to turn it around and use it downwards and just have like clit stimulation. God, it's so weird to say that on my channel, but I'm an adult and I'm allowed to. I think the biggest thing is that we all need to get to the point in our lives where we're able to comfortably talk about women's pleasure. And it's awkward at first because we have been taught that you're not allowed to be pleasured. You're not allowed to talk about this shit. It's taboo. Only men are allowed this. And I'm sorry, but fuck that. I want to be pleasured. I want to enjoy my body, and using something like this really, really helps me be in tune like that. I don't feel as though I need to be shy about that, and I would love to gift the gift of orgasms to you too, because we all deserve to feel good. So things like this, I think we should talk about more often, because this is great and you should buy one. It's also waterproof. You're welcome. I will leave a link down below. If they give me a discount code, I will also include that. But 10 out of 10, if you're looking for a vibrator, Lilo, go get one. The second thing that vibrates that I wanted to show you that is self-care is this Theragun. This thing is awesome. So nice to just relax and loosen your muscles, and even just like have a moment with your partner to like just connect, and like I can massage Glenn's back, he can massage my back. It's lovely. Truly, it's one of those items where you get it and you're just like, oh, that's why people own this. Both of these vibrating things, go get you things that vibrate. They make a human very happy. Next category is fashion, and I want to start off with some jewelry because I have been in love with jewelry. I was the kind of person that only had purchased like costume jewelry, like Claire's or Lovisa or like Colette, or just like cheap stuff that honestly like tarnished immediately. But this year I was a big girl and I got my seconds done, and I started getting into more earrings and jewelry. And so I wanted to invest in a couple of pieces that were like long-term beautiful pieces. And my favorite brand to purchase at has been F&H. F&H is a small Australian boutique store that's based in Byron Bay. I love their pieces. Here are two necklaces that I have purchased this year. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful! I feel like their brand is a perfect mix of feminine with a little bit of an edge. It's not dainty, but it's not too heavy and masculine, if that makes sense. I just love it. I've purchased multiple pieces from them and I really, really recommend checking them out. They are a beautiful, beautiful company. Another brand that I've really enjoyed wearing has been Lily Clasp. They also have gorgeous pieces and those have kind of been my go-to for jewelry this past year. So definitely check them out. They're gorgeous. Aside from jewelry, I have a couple of pieces from Aritzia that I have to share with you. Technically, they're like the same category, so I'm just showing both to give you an idea. But my absolute favorite Aritzia purchase this year has been the Ghana jacket. Oh my god, I love it so much. It's like this merino wool, beautiful, warm button down. And it's perfect because it can be a like by itself kind of piece in early fall. It's a perfect layering piece coming into winter. It's just so warm and so soft and I love it. This color is sold out, but I do believe it comes in multiple other colors and I think they are restocking the lighter color. This one is a green kind of similar version. It has larger boob pockets that are like non-buttoned, you can just go in. The only thing that I don't like about this one is that it doesn't have the side pockets. So that is a difference on this one. These are absolutely beautiful pieces to have. They are so versatile in your closet and they're very much worth your money. So check these out if you have an Aritzia near you. Next up, the boots of the season. Probably not the boots of the season, but they're the boots of my season. These are so beautiful. Look at them. Revel in their glory. You never find boots that are like a solid single tone in this kind of a shade. Like I've never seen them and I just love them so much. I love the brand. The brand is called Aloha's. The cool thing about them is that I'm pretty sure that almost all of them are made to order, or like the majority of their site is like made to the demand that is ordered. They don't just have like huge heaps of stock sitting around, which is really cool. I had to wait quite a while for these to come in, but it was worth every second. They are so beautiful and I very highly recommend checking out the brand. I will be back for more. These are just great quality. The last fashion item I'm sharing with you is something that I actually posted as an Instagram story months ago, months and months ago. I was on the lookout for socks because I like socks. I'm a sock person. If I receive socks as like a present, it's like, well, are they comfy? As long as they are, it's a good present. So I was on the lookout specifically to replace my Costco socks. I have these really comfortable but very ugly Costco socks and they are my ideal sock, but they were like navy blue and light blue and just like not sock colors that I want with my neutral clothing. And so they didn't sell any in white and they didn't sell any in beige. So I was on the hunt for like a very cushiony, lovely sock, but in like a neutral tone. It took me like 6 or 7 months, but we are here, folks, and they are exactly what I wanted. They were from Mark's Work Warehouse. Who would have thought? Certainly not I, but on, I can't remember what sale day they had. I literally was doing something else in the mall and I saw that they had a sale and I was like, well, I'm just gonna look. I'm just gonna look. I'm so glad that I did. I ended up buying like 20 pairs of these socks. The first pair is like a speckled kind of beige and then the second is like more of a solid beige, but they're just so comfortable and I highly recommend. Go to Mark's Work Warehouse. You will not be disappointed. Also, honorary mention, one of my subscribers messaged me and was like, hey, you're looking for socks? My family makes socks. And I'm like, what a life. You make people more comfortable. That is phenomenal. And she asked if she could send me some of her family's socks, and she did, and they're amazing. These are from New Zealand. Her name I have on a post-it. It is Taylor Hansen from Leven, New Zealand. Thank you so much for these socks. She sent me like a whole whack load of them in different colors. They are so comfortable. They are not vegan. I think they're possums. I don't know. Go and find her socks. They are great. I will leave down below in the info box information on where you can find them. But yeah, awesome socks. Love them very much. And they have grips on the bottom. You can't beat a good grip. There's just so many good things. I really hope you're still here because there's just some really great stuff. We're moving into makeup. The first thing that I want to talk about is a mineral mascara that I really like. And that is super rare because I have previously tried mineral mascaras and they were just so awful. Like flake off, no volume, just like pitifully lengthening mascaras. And this one is like full-blown volume length, beautiful lashes, and it's a mineral makeup product. So this is the Pacifica Stellar Gaze Mascara. It has a big fat brush to capture all of your lashes. It is a drugstore product. Pacifica is a cruelty-free and vegan brand, and they have a really, really great product line. But this was such a standout to me. If you're looking for a natural mascara, check this one out. And then that brings me into a couple of skincare things. The Zeo Skin Health sunscreen. I'm like losing my words. I feel like I've been filming for 2 years now. This is their Smart Tone Broad Spectrum Sunscreen. I love the Zeo brand. They're kind of like my base skincare brand, like the one that I always have going on in the background while I'm trying new products. These are just such a mainstay in my routine, and their sunscreen to me is such a beautiful product. I think that they are expensive, but if you were to buy 2 products from them, I would pick the sunscreen and their retinol. They have a wickedly good retinol. But yeah, Zeo Skin Health is awesome. This is a beautiful product, and I really love it because it has a slight tint to it. So it comes out white, but when you rub it in, it eventually adjusts to your skin tone. So it just gives you a tiny little wash of coverage. And it's great because when you don't want to actually wear like a full face of makeup, you just want like just a little something on your skin, this is such a great product to reach for. So I've gone through countless tubes of that. It is a great product. The next one is the Nature in a Jar line from Philosophy. This is such a nice shower oil. This one is a cannabis sativa seed oil, so I'm sure you can see the appeal behind why I was drawn to this product. But it's just so nice. It makes your skin so velvety soft. You use it in the shower, kind of like at the end of your shower, and you just dry off afterwards. You don't need to rinse it. But yeah, I've been really, really loving this. It moisturizes your skin like crazy, and I will definitely be back for another bottle once this runs out. The next thing is something that I have repurchased probably 3 times now. This is the Juice Beauty Prebiotics Tartaric and Iris. I don't even know what it is. They're calling it like an instant flash facial, but I don't feel like any of those words really suit what it actually does. To me, this is a perfect product because it allows turnover with your skin without physically having to like scrub it. Do you know what I mean? This is such a gentle and easy thing that you can just apply to your face at the start of your shower, leave it on for a couple of minutes, and then just like gently rub it in and wash it off, and you feel as though you've like taken off that dead layer of skin on your face. It's not like so aggressive that you feel like squeaky clean afterwards, but like it gets all of like the little like, if there's any like cling on like flaky bits, this will get it off. So yeah, I really like this. It is organic, cruelty-free, and vegan. Great brand. I think it's really neat too that it has like probiotics for your skin in there too. Anyway, cool product. Check it out. You can get it at Sephora. And then my last makeup product, I was going to say skincare. It's kind of skincare. I've been going back to the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is great. It's a beautiful product. It is just so moisturizing. It smells so nice. And yeah, I really, really love these. I think my favorite lip products have been this as well as the Bite Beauty Agave Mask. They are like my go-to for thirsty lips that need hydration. Moving on to hair product, I have 2 things to show you. One, this has been something you've seen on my channel before. Way Haircare, this is their texturizing hairspray. I just went back and repurchased this before our wedding, and I'm so glad that I did. I love this product. I feel as though there's nothing on the market that really hits like this does. Like I've tried a lot of like texturizing product, but it's usually too sticky or like makes your hair just like yucky, like straw. And like, I don't know, I just keep coming back to this. I think Way is so worth the money. I think it is a beautiful packaging. It's a beautiful brand, and yeah, constantly will repurchase this. I love this. Okay, and this next hair product was actually introduced to me by my friend Derek, who has done my hair color the last few times that I've had my hair done. He's a stylist who owns a shop in Salmon Arm, so if you're ever in the area, hit him up. He's at Ivory Hair. He introduced me to this Kevin Murphy anti-gravity spray, and I love this so much that I asked him to order in the salon size. I don't think I've done that since like I found that purple shampoo back in like 2011, but like I needed this. I couldn't be without this. This is it's technically marketed as like a weightless hairspray, but that's not at all how I use it. I use it kind of like a volume aid, and I use it in damp hair. I think it's just the bee's knees. I really, really like it, especially for having fine hair. Like this together is so good. So good. Go try it. Worth your money. Okay, that's everything on the first page. We are on the home stretch, guys. This is the home favorites. The first one that I would like to start with is a essential oil. This one is my favorite from Sage. This is Mountain High. I have so many different Sage favorites, but this is the one that I constantly go back and repurchase because it's like fresh mountain air. Oh, it's just so good. It's just like trees. It's like trees and like rain and just fresh. Love it. I have been shopping a lot more at Sage because I did more research into the brands that I was previously purchasing from, and I do not like their business practices at all. I'm going to briefly touch on this. I have actually written a blog post about it, but I previously purchased Young Living and doTERRA oils back in like, I don't know, maybe 2018, because I had friends that were reps, and I thought like, oh, well, this is a product that obviously my friends like, and I wanted to help out their businesses. Sure, I'll buy from you. Yeah, it's no problem. They get a commission, whatever. It's not that simple. MLMs are not that simple. And when I did more research diving into what the practices actually were, it's so predatory and something that I don't want to support. And so it was something that I just was kind of blindly thrown into, only to realize like, holy shit, this is not what I want to be part of. So with that said, I have some of those brands left over, but I'm trying to use them up and not repurchase. And I'm going back to purchasing the tried and true brands that I know are great, which is Sage. If you guys have any suggestions for non-MLM different essential oils, I would love to hear, because yeah, I need new brands. So hit me up, let me know. But that one is definitely one of my favorites right now. Next up is a household item that I got off of Amazon, and I don't know why I waited so long to get one of these. If you know, you know. It is one of those like lint things that you just run it across the harsh end and it picks up all of the lint, and then you go over top of the garbage and you rub it the soft way and it all like falls into the garbage. It is great. These are wonderful. Obviously less waste because you're not like constantly tearing off strips of a lint roller, and it really works. Okay, this next product I'm kind of cheating because I have not installed it or tried it, but I know it is going to be something that I love. So I wanted to share it with you. And what that is these bendable moss poles. So these just came in the mail from a company called Mossify. They're a Canadian brand, and basically it's a bendable, malleable plant moss pole. And so you'll plant this into your pot and kind of attach your plant, and it can grow up, and it basically supports your plant. It mimics its natural kind of like climbing area, and your areoids, is that what they're called? Your climbing plants will be happier if you get things like this. And so I was going to make some moss poles, and I still have the material to do it, and I probably will still make a couple, but for like, I don't know, the plants that are like fancier, for like my expensive good plants, I wanted to get something that was a little bit prettier, and I've never seen a bendable one. So it's like, this could look so cool, like climbing up like a jungle. I love it. Anyway, they're great. They're a little bit expensive, but I think they're awesome. You could totally make this at home if you wanted to, but I didn't want to fuck with that. So I purchased from Mossify. I will link them down below. Go and support their Canadian brand, and I love to support Canadian brands. I only have 2 more things to show you. The first one is a book that I actually had started listening to on Audible, but I realized the format of the book made no sense to listen to it. It was more of a format to read, so I ended up purchasing it, and I'm so glad that I did, because this is such a great book. It's called Tools of Titans: The Tactics, Routines, and Habits of Billionaires, Icons, and World-Class Performers. It's by Tim Ferriss. He also wrote the 4-Hour Workweek, and that's a book that I think I shared with you guys back in like maybe 2012, 2013. He knows what he's talking about. He's a really cool dude. Anyways, this book is super cool because it like interviews different people and you just get to see chunks of their life in a very like bite-sized format. I love seeing the behind the scenes or listening to people talk about their routines or their habits and kind of what sets them up for their life, and I think this is just such a great read, so definitely check this out. Finally, last but not least, I want to share games with you because I have turned into a person that likes games, and I never in a million years would have thought that would be the case. I notoriously do not like to have fun. Like, I don't know how else to say it in my friend group. I'm that person that's like, sorry, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm just content just being. I don't like having cards in my hands and doing stuff like that, but I've been learning how to participate. The first one, Unstable Unicorns. This is such a fun game. You do not need to know anything before you start. You basically can learn as you go. It's like stupidly simple and it's very funny. The cards themselves are just witty and stupid and you'll laugh a lot. It's a really great game. They also have an offset game, which is like something to do with llamas. That's also great too. Really recommend checking this out, especially if you're not like a traditional gaming person, because I wasn't either, and that has now gotten me into games. The final game that I want to show you is called We're Not Really Strangers. And this was, I want to say like a Kickstarter game that I just kept seeing online all the time, and the reviews were just so incredible that I had to purchase it. I have not played this yet because it just came in, but I had to share with you on favorites because genuinely, go to their website and read their reviews. Like, if it does not make you tear up, you might not be human. I don't know. Glenn and I could play just as us two and it still would be valuable, but I would really like to play this like with my family or with some close friends or something like that. If you own this, please let me know if you love it, because I feel like this is going to be a favorite, and that's why I included it, because I cannot imagine this not becoming a favorite. When you look at the questions and you're like, that's just so nice. Like, it's just nice. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. I need to just stop. I've been filming for a very long time. I hope you guys enjoyed today's favorites video. Thank you so very much if you stuck to the end. I hope you found some cool products to check out or things to look into. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you very soon. Talk to you later.